It's a new week. One of the biggest stories in the headlines is finally just off in the distance, at least for the time being, but it's still the same old shambling idiot that's there in the White House. Yes, the more things change, the more they stay the same, but for whatever fucking reason, Thursday evening, this fucking worthless waste of skin and bones and animatronics shambled up to a podium to just say, oh, red flag gun laws because kids are dying, that's bad, and that'll help, I think, or somebody told me that's what would happen. Listen, if you some of you people actually know, I've looked at the demographics and nobody is younger than I am, which is great. I don't need any fucking underage kids watching this shit because I swear far too much when we talk about serious shit over here. So you guys all remembered the George W. Bush presidency fairly well, okay? Everybody's at least my age, okay? And you remember how fucking blitheringly incompetent he was. But at least he had somebody behind the scenes pulling the strings, okay? You might not have liked the world-building neocon narrative that was being pushed out, but it was consistent, and there was a forward progression wherever the fuck it ended up going, unfortunately, but at least there was a driving force there. And you know what? Not everything just collapsed into a fucking trench of economic disaster. That happened later, okay? But you're seeing right now is just kind of a repeat for a multitude of reasons. It is, for all intents and purposes, you look at the policies that are in place, it's Obama's third term, and it is also, Joe Biden's presidency is George W. Bush's third term, okay? If Dick Cheney decided to fucking croak, okay? Because he's just as bright and just as intelligent as other blah presidents before him. He just doesn't have any of the fucking backing up, okay? They're all just too busy, I don't know, just putting forearms together, seeing who's darkest, and then just putting them out there for whatever needs to be said. They're all functionally retarded right now, and it shows with everything, literally everything collapsing. There is nothing good about the Biden presidency, okay? I think at this point right now, he could very well go down as the worst president ever. Okay, like he's in a category all his own. There's nothing good he has done so far. Like I've tried, okay, I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt a couple of different times, but he always just categorically fails at everything. And now it's not so much of the things that he actually has control over, like the economy, like unemployment, like trying to fend off a recession of his own creation. No, now he's just going to try to tackle the United States Constitution because I'd be able to drive down prices if it wasn't for that pesky document. Like a fucking Scooby-Doo villain. Joe Biden says radical gun control should be central to voting in November. Yeah, it will be, alongside abortion. And guess what? The only people who care about that shit as much as you do are the people who are going to vote for you to begin with, okay? Because that moderate base that you're looking for actually likes the Constitution and actually isn't the biggest fan of abortion on demand. They don't want Planned Parenthood on every corner as much as they don't want to have, you know, their antique firearms ripped away from their ripped away from their hands. It's not a popular proposition. It's really popular in Washington, D.C. and in Delaware, but outside of that, though, and that's the only bubble that he stays in, okay? He's always constantly around elites. So it sounds good, or at least it reads well as Joe Biden can read at his advanced age. And it's even worse, you know, considering what's going on up there, which isn't much. President Joe Biden, unleashed another passionate call for gun control, using the bully pulpit of the White House to make his case. Nothing has been done. This time, that cannot be true. This time, we must actually do something. Yeah, no, there's a plan on the table. There is a solution out there. And it's called arming teachers, or you know what, arming the most important places that require the security there that it lacks right now. That's a solution. That's a tangible solution that can be done overnight, but you don't want to do that. You just decide, aha, instead of addressing the root cause, we'll just go ahead and slap a band-aid on that severed arm. Don't worry about it. The president spoke about his proposal during an impromptu primetime address from the White House, surrounded by candles representing the victims of mass shootings. Ugh, what a fucking douchebag. Once again, like, it wasn't bad enough when Beta O'Rourke decided to storm the Greg Abbott press conference to make it all about him with his fucking yogurt mouth and his Jim Henson Muppets good looks. You fucking dork. But now you got the president. Oh yeah. I got candles and I just about lit my hair on fire. It's plastic, you know. It's really nice. It doesn't go anywhere. But it started to melt to my scalp and that hurt a little bit. Anyways, for so many of you at home, I want to be very clear. And now he's going to continue to not be very clear and not make any sense. This is not about taking away anyone's guns. No, it's literally exactly what you're all about. See, it's so easy. Biden has these crutches, like every other politician out there. They want to talk to you like you're 3 years old, and they want to obfuscate. It's like they'll throw something, and it's like, oh, pay attention to this. Well, we do something completely different. They think that you're all functionally as dumb as the people they surround themselves with. Okay, let me be clear. Look here, fat. What's that? We're not here to take away your AR-29s. You want to? I'll challenge you to push-ups. What are you on, crack? Come on, man. I just can't wait for him to mentally deteriorate to the point where he just literally starts knocking over the podium, or at least trying, and then falls flat on his ass, but freaks out at the microphone if it cuts out, you know, with some of that dementia rage. That'd be great. Biden said, anyways, yeah, we're not taking away your guns, but he wants to ban all assault weapons, whatever that is, including AK-47s. Like, this is whatever. Anyways, AR-15s as well as magazines holding 30 rounds. Cool, great. I respect the culture, tradition, the concerns of lawful gun owners. No, you don't. Biden's speech quickly turned sharply partisan as he blamed Republicans for blocking gun control proposals. Yeah, because it's stupid. In case you forgot, the Constitution, I know, it was around when you were in grade school, but still, well, it was written then. Damn it, I fucked up my own joke. Anyways. No, number 2, right there, shall not be infringed. Yeah, that's what at least the Republicans are pretty decent at paying lip service to for the time being, right? Because your gun control is just a gun grab, and then that blatantly infringes. I don't know how you work your way around that, but let's see. Because this is just gonna be emotion and a lack of rational thinking. I will goddamn well guarantee it. My God. Another one of his old classmates. The fact that the majority of the Senate Republicans don't want any of these proposals even to be debated or come up for a vote, now I find unconscionable. Shaming language. How appropriate. We can't fail the American people again. Yes, so once again, penalizing lawful citizens, lawful gun owners, because some crazy motherfucker might commit a crime. I think there's already crimes on the books for that, but instead of, you know, actually protecting people, you're just telling them that the government is here to protect you by taking away more of your rights. It doesn't make any sense. But that, unfortunately for everybody involved, that wasn't the only time in a 24-hour span that this fucking meandering old cunt made himself out to be. Well, meandering old cunt we know he is. He had to address the flailing economy and the fact that a recession is coming within very short amount of time, within, I'd say months, but weeks might be more appropriate, days, hours, something like that. But you know what you can do? You can blame Vladimir Putin, because it's what, 103, 104 days of conflict? It's all Putin's fault. Remember, he was going to be the president to take responsibility for once. This is literally the exact same thing that Amber Heard's team did against Johnny Depp. Project all of their own failings onto everybody else. Trump wouldn't take responsibility for anything. He's a bad man. He's going to fuck up the economy. My job creation platform and my idea to stimulate the economy, that's what's going to get us out of this trench that we're in. So what did you do? You fucked everything up worse. But let's just hear how this is all Putin's problem and not the failings of the Biden administration. So on Friday, he blamed Russian President Vladimir Putin, who sources say are dying of cancer. Sure. For economic woes as U.S. gas and diesel prices hit records per gallon. Oh yeah, buddy. It keeps on climbing. Wow, that's a lot of money, and that's just about what it is here, so that must be a snapshot. I'm just looking right at the bottom of the screen there. That's got to be a snapshot of California, because that's what Canada, okay, and in northern Alberta, that's about the prices that we're facing right now. We're literally sitting on top of the fucking shit, and you think I'm over-exaggerating. But anyways, yeah, what did this moron have to say? The two challenges on the minds of the most working families are prices at the pumps and prices at the grocery store. Things I don't care about because he has people to take care of that for him, and he has for the past 50 fucking years. Both of these challenges have been directly exacerbated by Putin's war in Ukraine. So what? The price of gas is up $1.40 since the beginning of the year when Putin began amassing troops at the Ukrainian border. What the fuck are you talking about? At the beginning of the year? It was like at the start of March, you tard. That was months into the fucking administration, and gas prices had already been steadily climbing since you assumed office. This is a Putin price hike. No, it's not. It's yours. It's your failure to respond to it appropriately. Anyways, Putin's war has raised the price on food because Ukraine and Russia are two of the world's major bread baskets for wheat and corn. What's the percentage of your imports that actually come from Ukraine and Russia? Kind of like the whole, it's kind of like the revelation that 8 or 9% of petroleum exports come from Russia. It's all Putin's fault, right? The old fossil insisted he was taking steps to reduce the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war by releasing oil from the national petroleum reserves again. By allowing gas to be sold with 15% ethanol through the summer. Oh, great. I'm sure that won't fuck things up long term. Once again, just kick the problem down the road instead of, coming to an equitable solution like allowing people to drill and finish fucking pipelines that are in the ground, you stupid cunt. Which is usually restricted due to smog concerns. Oh, great. So if it ever gets really hot, now you're just going to have more smog, and he's a tremendous fucking failure. Remember, this was the guy. He was going to make air cleaner than ever and water just as crystal clear as he possibly can, and now he's putting more smog in the air. This motherfucker, everything he campaigned on is exactly the opposite of what he's actually doing. He is the biggest failure to have ever be in the White House, and that's a big list of people. Critics accuse Biden of trying to shift the blame for pain at the pump to Putin. That's a lot of alliteration right there. While overlooking his own actions last year to halt new domestic oil drilling and scrap major pipeline projects. Yeah, no, exactly, and I'm just gonna keep on fucking banging on that because it's absolutely true. But that's alright. Don't believe your lying eyes. Believe Uncle Joe. He's got your back. He's got nice aviators and a weird porcelain grin wherever he takes up a ice cream cone or a small child. Biden says Americans are more financially comfortable since he took office. Sorry, what? And economy will grow faster than China this year. What? How are you coming to these determinations? As he, and that's not grammatically correct, it doubles down on lowering gas prices and food prices and utility bills after positive jobs report. Yup, but guess what? The unemployment rate is still the exact same it was and has been since he took office. So yeah, more jobs have been created by the private sector, and he's going to take responsibility, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to take all the accolades from that. But then again, I think it's a 3.6 unemployment rate. Still hasn't changed, stupid. But once again, instead of taking any tangible responsibility, what does he do? Well, he just shifts blame and he decides to take a jab at Elon Musk. What the fuck are you actually doing? Maybe he is completely and totally senile, and then they are just a couple of months away of just shooing him out of the White House. Okay, Joe, here, just sit in your chair with wheels, and we'll go ahead and we'll push you out into the sun, and you can just go ahead and lick on your fucking vanilla ice cream for as long as you want to. Biden ridiculed billionaire Elon Musk on Friday. Yeah, during the same press conference where he's like, oh, my numbers are great, and Elon Musk is the devil. For expressing his doubts about the future of the economy. Lots of luck on his trip to the moon, Biden said. I mean, I don't know. What the fuck are you on? That's the most true thing he's ever said. I don't know. Fair enough, Joe. We'll go ahead and we'll take you at your word. Biden was asked by reporters about Musk's message to his subordinates at Tesla, asking them to enact a hiring freeze at the company and cut 10% of jobs, citing a super bad feeling about the economy. Yeah, because he can read the tea leaves and then take a look at the stock market, which continues to fucking plunge. And everyone's, retirement is being forestalled. Like 25% of people are thinking, oh, fuck, guess I'm just going to have to, stick around my shitty job for another 5 years because a bunch of coastal idiots thought that mean tweets were so bad. Anyways, Biden responded to Musk by noting that Ford Motor Company was investing more in the United States. Can you make any tangible claims on that? Because the only thing that it's pointing to, well, at least that I can see, is everybody's offshoring their manufacturing once again. Oh yeah, but then again, he's just like, union jobs. Unions are fucking corrupt and they're stupid, okay? And the only reason that he keeps touting this stuff is because the unions back the Democrats, okay? They're in their fucking pocket. So you don't have to listen to the words of Joe. All you have to do is just pay attention to what he wants for everybody. Just go ahead, you know what? Hey, stay in school as long as you can, okay? Listen to our indoctrination day after day after day after day. Learn how to be a good little worker bee. Become that Delta man that everybody wants you to be, and then go and work a union job until you're old enough to just fucking die. Make sure you don't miss any tax payments, otherwise the IRS will come and get you. But yeah, no, make sure you vote Democrat, because that's the path. We got everything laid out for you. Don't think too hard about it. Man, these motherfuckers make me sick. With all of that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.